Hello everybody, my name is Dratnos, and I've just got finished updating the routes here for Shadowlands Season 4, just the Dratnos routes for all the dungeons, which will certainly change over the next couple weeks, but I want to just take this video to A, let you know that's happened. They're on Raider.io. By the time this video comes out, there should be a link in the description below that takes you to a page where you can just copy all of them, or copy each of them and import them into your MDT. You do have to do them one at a time. MDT doesn't have like a mass import function yet. And each of these routes, they're designed to be fairly simple. They have 0 or 1 Shroud or Invis skips in each of them, except for Lower Karazhan, where I've got one route with 0 skips and one route with like 50 of them, dependent, because that one felt like it was worth separating, because there's a lot of nasty mobs you can skip if you want, but, you know, it's not good to make routes that have too many skips, because pugs are, oftentimes will have a better time just pulling the annoying mobs rather than trying to skip them. So I'm going to go dungeon by dungeon in this video and just quickly talk about what's going on in each of them and what I recommend for the routes, especially here on Inspiring Week. So this is kind of like a This Week in M Plus video as well. Gribrail Depot, obviously you just hold your W button throughout this dungeon. I recommend skipping here at the start these 2 packs. You don't have to skip this pack. This pack doesn't do too much, but this pack with Inspiring, the Technician, when it is inspired, both of its casts, both Activating Iron Stars and at 10,000 volts, or 50,000 volts or whatever, those casts are really annoying, really bad to let go off. They're going to kill you in high keys. So I think this is just the best pack to just hug the side and walk past, and then just hold W for the rest of the dungeon. Mini bosses right here, which you can grab with a regular Dreadlord that's just under the stairs. If you do this route and you forget to grab this, you're going to be under count, so do be careful of that. Iron Docks, I've got a route here that assumes you're going to miss a little bit of the trash here. I've just kind of picked some stuff to, you know, assume you might have missed and left out here. So if you hit all of this, you can cut a pull or 2 from the rest of this route. And yeah, a couple Dreadlords off to the side you can grab. There's this one that you can grab like with the end of the first boss when it's just the man and not the wolf. Or this Dreadlord over here as well if you find yourself, you know, 4 count or less under. You can grab this, or if you just want the stat buff for the last boss, there's one on the last boss boat, which is pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, there's not too much going on complicated in this dungeon. Also pretty straightforward. Streets, they've added a ton of Shady Dealer mobs, which are like neutrals that turn into Dreadlords in this dungeon if you pull them. And so they are definitely worth grabbing, especially during RP. My route currently, it's like first boss, and then do this RP, then go Postmaster, because that's usually a good time to get your second lust up. And then we're finishing off Mize's Oasis, heading over to Grand Menagerie, and going to the last boss while skipping most of the stuff in this middle area. So that's how I've got it set up. There are a lot of Shady Dealers you can grab. Like you can grab this one during this RP. You can grab this one into the boss. There's actually one that's not on MDT that's in the Postmaster room that you can grab and get a little bit of extra stat buff by doing that. Gambit. So in Gambit, I still have the hug left strategy. If you just hug left, you pull all the Murloc packs on the left-hand side, plus the Giant, this Patrol, and this pack. You're going to be good on count. You do grab then all of the Infiltrator, or all of the Stormforged Guardians and stuff for the rest of the dungeon too. Or you can grab more Murlocs and skip the Guardians. One thing that I think is actually probably good, I don't want to include it in my routes because I think just hugging left and grabbing everything on the left is like a really easy thing to understand, and it makes it less likely to accidentally pull. But this pack over here with double Infiltrator, that's a lot of stats that you can get early in the dungeon. So jumping down and grabbing those, and then, you know, grabbing some of this stuff, coming back over, and then skipping these Infiltrator, or skipping these Guardians with Shroud or something, is potentially something that's going to be worthwhile. There is also a Infiltrator that you can grab in the cave here. It's one of the neutral pirates, just turns into an Infiltrator, so again, a little bit extra stat and count that's available there, although if you miss this one, you will still hit your count with this route. Junkyard, so the Junkyard route works on the NA servers. I don't think it will on the EU servers, it might, but the problem is the hard mode enemy flies over a different boss for the week in different regions. It's fixed for any given region for the whole week, it's fixed. I don't know exactly what its flying pattern is in EU right now, though. In future weeks, I'm going to try and make routes. I'll probably just make 2 routes, or maybe make 1 route that just works in both regions if that's feasible, and the route's not too bad to do that. But for right now, this is just this works on the NA servers. It might not work on the EU servers. If you take this route and it's telling you to pull mobs under where the hard mode thing is, do not do that. That is extremely banned. But yeah, this is kind of the classic BFA way to do this, which is just start out by heading to the left, grab these shock bots. You can have like a rogue or something go and grab this shock bot. There's bots like in a cave that a mage can go grab, and you can get a lot of robots very quickly from doing this. We grab even more robots over here, and then we can go do Trixie and Nano, so you don't have to pull any mobs to do this. You can just walk all the way over here, and these are all patrols, so you just wait for them to be in a good spot, and then you can get through the cage. Worth noting that the patrol in the Trixie and Nano area is Zul'Gamux, so extreme caution required. Do not fight that with other packs. It's actually really annoying to fight it with Inspiring as well, because then you can't kick the Blood Siphon cast, so if it pulls into this pack, it's kind of bad. That's happened to me. And then, yeah, cleaning up this room, go up to Gobamac. You can grab a nice little set of infiltrators up here, and then go finish off Gunker, and then last boss. If you have True Sight, like if you have Spectral Sight or a Flare that can catch these Prowlers and you know where they are, you can go and tag this 1 infiltrator without pulling these 3. If not, do not do that, because if you walk into this area and you don't know where this patrol is and it starts attacking you, you're gonna die. So yeah, these cats are extremely banned as well. Workshop, another whole W dungeon. If you want, you can skip Zul'Gamux. We're still not sure if this thing is worth pulling or not from like a conceptual basis. If you do skip this, let's see, you will need to grab the last pack of the dungeon to get your count. But if not, you can skip the last pack of the dungeon. And there's also this Dreadlord here that you can grab if you want during the gauntlet, although it's kind of annoying to grab it during the stealth skippy gauntlet, so I don't have it marked on this route, but you can if you want. This pack is really annoying. It's worth death skipping. You can't Shroud or Invis it because it's got True Sight on one of those things. Or actually on 2, I think on both of these defense bots, yeah. So those are kind of a no-go zone for Shroud skipping. You can Warlock Gateway from here up to here and skip past the pack that way. Or you can just death skip it. I think that's worth doing. Obviously, if you'd rather just kill it. That's fine too. But this route's what I think is probably best. Lower. Okay, so lower I've got 2 routes available. One is a simple no skips route where we just walk through the dungeon holding the W key on our keyboard, do the opera event, go backstage, kill a bunch of stuff, go downstairs. Do not pull this Inspiring Patron with any singers. Backup singers cast Firelands Portal, which needs to be interrupted or you're going to die. But if you pull it with the Inspiring, you're going to die for surezies. So CC this Inspiring if you really want these 4 patrons, or just leave them off to the side. You don't have to pull them. Then we're heading up, and you can grab this little usher. Actually, I'm going to take that off the route. I think that's probably dumb and not worth, and you probably pull these patrons anyways if you do that. So this is the no skips route, and you're going to just pull these ushers at whatever cadence you feel is safe. You need to turn away from them when they cast Flashlight, or you can actually get away with pulling more of these if you pull one pack or if you pull near a pillar, and then you line of sight the Flashlight cast, because the Flashlight still does quite a bit of damage even if you turn away from it. It does way more if you look into it, and it also disorients you. But if you fight near a pillar, you can have the whole group kind of do a ring around the rosy around the pillar and never get hit by the flashlights. So that can let you fight more ushers at once. Or in the skips route, we're just skipping all the ushers because they're not particularly efficient or easy mobs. Then in this route, we're going to go get Morose or get Maiden taken care of. Hop down to Morose, do Morose. Ugh. Yeah. Where is this? Banquet Hall, yeah, do Morose, and then go do Ataman and Dungeon Done. By contrast, the skips route is a lot more like what people did back in Legion. So this route, we're starting by skipping all the way to the Opera event and doing this pack while we start the Opera RP. So that's like a big stealth skip or death skip type thing that we're doing to get to there. And then we do the Opera event. Again, we grab these things. We do this whole massive pull. These things don't do much besides just beat up your tank. So you can fight them. You can fight all these at once if your tank is not going to be eliminated, which depends on how strong your tank is and what the key level is, or you can split it in half, obviously, if you're a little scared. Then we're skipping past all these ushers, grabbing these 2 pulls just because, 2 infiltrators, nice amount of stats, and nothing else is too bad in there. Then we're hopping down to Moreau's, doing Moreau's room, doing Moreau's, doing all the kitchens, because the kitchen mobs are not bad, skipping all of these sentry guardsman pulls, because those pulls are bad. The guardsmen in particular do a shield smash frontal that's hard to see and stuns, and is very annoying, and there's a lot of patrols in here and stuff, so we skip past this, we go down, we do admin, then we head back up to the banquet hall, do a little bit of guests and stuff, sneak our way up to the guest chambers, get ourselves to 100% count through whatever easy mobs we can find here. There's a good chance your count won't be perfectly 100 because you'll slightly differently pulled in some of these areas. But you get yourself to 100% count, skip to Maiden, kill Maiden, you've got Lust, you've got Shrouded buffs, you're as powerful as you can possibly be by this point, and dungeon's done. So those are the 2 different routes I've got up for lower right now. Yeah, good luck with this dungeon. It's pretty tough. It's a pretty tricky one if you're not familiar with all of how it works. Okay, then finally we have Upper. Upper is also pretty linear, pretty straightforward. You kind of just hold W through. The thing to know is the damaged golems. Actually, if you're interested, there's a video that I've made that's on the Warcraft YouTube channel that I'll also link in the description below. That's much better produced than my usual videos that shows off a lot of the tips here. But you can take these 2 golems, fight them like on this spot by the side of the stairs. On the stairs, like the golems are on the stairs, just at the edge of it, and then this whole area down here will be safe from their energy things and makes it very easy to do. And so if you do that, you can just take this Shrieking Terror onto them and just kick the Shrieking Terror. Easy. Yeah, do this stuff. This route, we have skipping this, and you can also skip the Flamebringer on this route also, because you go way over count in this dungeon. The Flamebringer used to be sappable and cageable back in Legion. It's not anymore, so you'd have to Shroud, Invis Pot, Hunter pull to the side, Turtle and Feign Death, Mage pull to the side, Ice Block and Invis, Sneak Past and Mass Res, Run Through, Death Skip and B-Res, something like that if you want to skip this thing. It is a pretty annoying mob to kill, or you can just kill it. Shade of Medivh, really hard boss fight, but this video is not about boss fight mechanics, but yeah, really hard one. Again, go check that video in the description on the Warcraft channel if you want to see a little bit of tips on that one. You can skip almost all the trash here to Mana Devourer, although I have this Infiltrator marked if you want to grab that. You skip it as well, again, we're over count. And then you go up to here, grab all the Mana Devourers, a classic Legion pull, very safe. These things really don't do too much of anything. This is an Invis skip. It's a really good Invis skip to get past all these annoying things in this hallway. The Pyromancer, the Slayer. We do not like these mobs, so skipping them is a good idea. And then if you're in a group that doesn't want to do Invis skips, just kill them. It's fine. Then we do chess event, last boss, done. So that's the plan for the dungeons this week. That's what I've got. I'm sure these strategies will change as I learn more about them, as we get better tips and stuff, but hopefully this helps prepare you if you're getting into these dungeons this weekend for the first time. Sorry it took so long to get these routes out. Was waiting on, everything getting updated. Everybody's, working as quick as they can to get all this content to you. So again, big thanks to Nagi, creator of Mythic Dungeon Tools, for really quickly getting this add-on updated, getting all the shrouded mobs and inspiring mobs flagged in these dungeons, getting Grimrail Depot and Iron Docks in here, getting all this count, finding all these weird infiltrators in these weird places. Big awesome person there. If you've got a spare Twitch Prime or spare anything like that, I would definitely go throw it over on his Twitch channel or support him on his Patreon. I'll put links to those in the description below as well. And yeah, that's it for this video. Hope it helped. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.